Hello everyone. So we will start with the part 4 of the detailed solution and explanation of the 2014 Delhi University MSc Botany entrance exam question paper. So starting with the first question. In anoxygenic photosynthesis, the green and the purple bacteria do not use which of the following one as an electron source? H2O, H2, H2S or the elemental sulfur. So green bacteria is a bacteria of family Chlorobiaceae. The electron donors in case of green bacteria are H2, H2S reduced inorganic sulfur compounds. They are unique and only bacteria, apart from some archaebacteria also, that use the reductive TCA cycle for CO2 fixation, while other bacteria use the Calvin cycle for CO2 fixation. This is very important. Now the purple bacteria are the bacteria of family Chromaceaceae, and the electron donors are H2, H2S, thiosulfate and sulfur. So the answer to this question will be H2O. That is, H2O is not used as an electron donor in case of green and purple bacteria. So next question is the acquisition energy by glucose fermentation requires. So the answer to this question is substrate level phosphorylation. Let's see what is substrate level phosphorylation. So in a substrate level phosphorylation, it is a biochemical metabolic reaction that yields ATP or GTP by conversion of a substrate of higher energy into a lower energy product. The released chemical energy, often known as the Gibbs free energy, will be used to transfer the phosphate group to ADP or GTP. So this is the outline of the glucose fermentation, in which the step 1 you can see is there is a formation of ATP and glucose is a substrate. So this is a substrate level phosphorylation, which the glucose then converts into 2-pyruvate, which after the yield of a CO2 is converted into 2-acetaldehyde. Now this acetaldehyde is converted into 2 molecules of ethanol, and during this process, at the first step, the NAD is converted into NADH, and at the last step, that is the third step, in which the acetaldehyde is converted into ethanol, the NADH is again converted into NAD. Next question, the glyoxylate cycle is used by some microorganisms when dash is the sole of carbon source. So glyoxylate cycle is a variation of the TCA cycle. It is an anabolic pathway occurring in plants, bacteria, protists and fungi, and results into formation of succinate from acetyl coenzyme for further carbohydrate synthesis. So you can see the glyoxylate cycle on the right hand side. In microorganisms, when there is no availability of simple sugars such as glucose or fructose, they use a 2-carbon compound such as acetate. So the answer to this question will be A, option A, that is acetate. Now one important thing to note here is that glyoxylate cycle is absent in animals. However, it is seen in early stage of embryogenesis in some nematodes. Next question. The term used for acquisition of naked DNA from its environment and its incorporation in its genome by a bacterium is. So this is a very easy question. You all know that the answer is transformation. The bacterial transformation is a process of horizontal gene transfer. Some bacteria take up foreign gene material called or naked DNA from the environment, first reported in Streptococcus pneumoniae. Now there were 2 strains, and one of the strain was rough, one is smooth. That we will deal in our theory lecture. So we'll just read this point. First reported in Streptococcus pneumoniae by Griffith in 1928. Next question. Which spore is on a club and results from the fusion of 2 nuclei from different strain of the same fungi? So the answer to this will be Basidiospore. Let's see a little bit characteristics of Basidiospore. Basidiospores are a reproductive spore in Basidiomycete. They are produced by specialized fungal cells called Basidia. Each Basidiospore has 1 nucleus, that is they are haploid and are formed by meiosis. And each basidium has 4 basidiospores. 2 are of one strain of a fungi and other 2 of its opposite strain. Hence the answer is A, Basidiospore. Next question is water modes belong to which division? So I have already given the explanation on the right hand side. The water modes belong to group Oomycetes and they resemble fungi in having branched filaments and showing spores formation. So the answer to this question will be D, that is Oomycota. However, water mold differ from fungi in having cellulose in place of chitin in cell walls, and they are often parasites of fish, also cause disease in plants such as grapes, tobacco, etc. Next question. Select the statement that does not apply to the kingdom fungi. So the first statement is some fungi form beneficial interrelationships with plants. We already know about mycorrhiza. I'll skip the statement B. The statement C is the fungal life cycle typically include a spore stage. We already know the various type of spores in fungal life cycle. And the option D is certain fungi are natural sources of antibiotic substances. We already know that there are a lot of antibiotics that we extract from the fungi. For example, the first antibiotic, the penicillin, was obtained from Penicillium notatum by Sir Alexander Fleming. So all the three statements A, C, D are exclusively correct. Now the option B is that fungi are eukaryotic is fine, but multicellular is not correct because there are some unicellular fungi also. And ingestive heterotroph, ingestion is a questionable statement because it should have better be written as absorptive heterotroph. So the option B is does not apply exclusively to the kingdom fungi. So next question, the organism that starts out as amoeboid phagocytic cells and converts to a slug-like pseudoplasmodium that migrates prior to the development of a saurocarp belongs to which division? So the answer is Myxomycota. Let's read a little bit characteristics of Myxomycota. The Myxomycota are commonly known as slime molds. They were early considered as fungi due to spore forming property and were kept in kingdom fungi. Now considered as a member of kingdom Protista since their assimilative stage, that is Myxamoeba, is morphologically similar to that of an amoeba, and Myxamoeba feed by phagocytosis. Next question, an organism in the Deuteromycota has all the following except. So let's read a little bit characteristic of Deuteromycota. Deuteromycota are also known as fungi imperfecti or imperfect fungi. No sexual form of reproduction is there, and hence they are unable to produce sexual spores. Only reproduce asexually. The conidia formation occurs directly on mycelium or on a specialized structure called conidiophores. With the help of this conidia, they reproduce asexually. So the answer to this question will be that an organism in the Deuteromycota has all the following except ascospores, basidiospores or zygospores, since no sexual form of reproduction is there. Which of the spores are characteristic of the black bread mold Rhizopus? So let's see about little bit about Rhizopus. You can see on the right hand side the different strain, the gamete formation and the whole structure. The Rhizopus is a heterothallic fungi and can reproduce asexually and sexually. The compatible mating strain get paired and forms zygospore. The sporangiophore contains both positive and negative mating type strains and bear sporangium. So the answer to this will be that the black bread mold Rhizopus consists of sporangiophore and zygospore, which are their characteristic. Next question, dikaryotic mycelium of heterothallic forms is characterized by having in each of its cells. So let's see this heterothallic form. What does this heterothallic form mean, and what does that dikaryotic mycelium mean? So the term heterothallic was first used by Blaxley in 1904 for his discovery of typical type of sexual reproduction in mucorales, where the presence of two different thalli were necessary for conjugation. So you can see here on the right hand side the way these basidiospores germinate into mycelial form, and there are two mating type, positive and negative. The positive, you can just say that they are represented by the red dot, and the negative one represented by the green dot. Now plasmogamy occur, and this causes the fusion between positive and negative mating type, results in formation of a dikaryotic mycelium. Now this dikaryotic mycelium, you can see easily that the nuclei are easily visible of the positive as well as the negative strain. So the answer to this will be that there are two haploid nuclei belonging to the opposite strain in a dikaryotic mycelium. Next question, a hostorium of a fungus is meant for. So we all know that a hostorium absorbs nutrient from the host cell. So the correct answer will be D, that it is used for absorbing nutrient from the host cell. Next question, downy mildew are caused by the members of. So let's read a little bit about downy mildew. The downy mildew is caused by the organism from the genus Sclerospora of oomycetes. The other causal organisms are species of Peronospora, Pseudoperonospora of order Peronosporales of class oomycetes. So the answer to this will be D, that is Peronosporales. Next question, in the life cycle of rust fungi, Puccinia graminis triticale, the karyogamy take place in. So this is the life cycle of the Puccinia graminis, and I have encircled the place of karyogamy with a green circle, and you can see that it is occurring after the teleum. So the teleal stage or the black spore stage in the Puccinia life cycle displays the formation of teleospores. This stage is considered as a perfect stage since at this stage karyogamy and meiosis takes place. So the answer to this will be B, that is teleospores. Next question, which one of the following is a bacterial disease? So this is very straightforward question. So the early blight of potato is caused by the fungus Alternaria solani. The late blight of potato is caused by the fungus like oomycete, the Phytophthora infestans. The black stem rust of wheat is caused by the fungus Puccinia graminis, while the angular leaf spot of cotton is caused by the bacterium Xanthomonas campestris. So the answer to this will be that which one of the following is a bacterial disease is the answer C, that is the angular leaf spot of cotton. So in the next video, we will be dealing with the detailed solution and explanation of question number 61 to question number 75. If you have any doubt in the solution, please do comment. Please like the video and do comment and subscribe to appreciate my work. And stay tuned for more upcoming solution videos of various MSc entrance exams related to biological sciences.